Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to Christmas in January. This is a series that a bunch of crafty ladies do each and every month throughout the year. And for example, this month is Christmas in January, next month will be Christmas in February, and so on and so on. And they get together each month and share with you guys cards and layouts and other Christmas type projects to maybe inspire you to get your Christmas projects completed that you already started, or maybe get started on some brand new ones getting ready for the upcoming Christmas season. So here I am jumping in this month with Christmas in January, and I am going to do a layout here, 12 by 12 layout, where I document this photo of my grandson meeting Santa, and that was taken back in 2018. Now, I am using the kit that I put together in December, and I still have leftovers, so I'm definitely going to try to use it up as much as I can. And I grabbed this plaid, black and white plaid paper that is from Close to My Heart. I'm going to use that behind my photo as my background. So right now, I'm just going to trim it down to about 11 by 11 inches. And I had some leftover cardstock there. I probably gutted the center of it to match some photos on another layout and save the outer edge. And it's for this exact reason, so that I can mat a layout later on that cardstock. So before I mat my plaid paper here, I went ahead and inked the edge. And I'm just using that little mini ink pad, the black ink pad from Close to My Heart, and now I'm going to use my ATG and adhere my background paper to that red cardstock frame. Now my idea going into this layout was to add lots and lots of layers behind, paper layers behind my photo. So there you can see I grabbed some pattern paper, started layering it, which included that green. And eventually I strayed away from the green and I stuck mostly to the red, black, and white, and also pulled in some gray as well. Now, if I forgot to mention before, I will have everyone participating today linked down in my description box. So be sure to go on over to their channels and take a look at the layouts that they completed for this hub today. I will also go ahead and link all of my items that I used on this layout down in the description box as well. So you can see the paper pad that I used and get links to the pattern papers that I use for my background and so on. Now I am going to ink the edges of all of these layers before adding them behind my photo. And I will also go ahead and add some foam adhesive between some of these layers, and that way it's lifted off the page a little bit and adding some interest and dimensions. Seeing that this is just a bunch of paper, I did not want them just laying all flat on my background. Now before adding it to my background paper there, I also added in some foam between there as well. So I'm using my T-square ruler. I'm going to line up my stack and add it to the background. And now I grabbed some Project Life cards from Elle Studio from their Christmas collection, and I'm gonna add bits and pieces from those cards to my stack there. I am not using the entire cards. I'm just gonna cut off bits and pieces from them, and mostly the gray parts of them. As you can see there, I love that little heart and the little word phrase that says favorite moments on that card that I tucked into the right, but the white was just a little bit too much. I did not like how it looked, so once I tucked it in and just the gray peeking out, I was fine with that. And I added in some red pattern paper on top of the white part of it. So there I'm working on my title. I am using some really thin red alphas for the word meeting, and then I'm using my favorite alphas for Christmas layouts, those red ones. I'm using that for the word Santa. Now later on I will go in and change that word to a different font and color, but for now I'm adding that in right below my photo. So now I'm going to pull in some more Project Life cards. I am just going to go ahead and cut out the parts that I want from it. I love this tag, and I'm going to add that to the top of my photo, but before doing that I added in some twine as well, some silver and white twine, and there I cut off the top part of another card that I'm tucking into the left side, and that one says love this tradition. Now that brought in a very subtle white to the left side of the layout, and Santa of course has some white on him there, so I wanted to add some more white at this point to the right side of the layout. So I added in that word phrase that I cut out from one of the cards, and it says visit Santa, and tuck that into my layers there on the right side. So now I have here some puffy stickers, also from Elle Studio, and on the sheet, on the sticker sheet, there are some word phrases. The one that I added to the top of the photo says the magic of Christmas. Then I also added in these really cute hearts. There are some red hearts and dots as well. So I'm gonna add, I believe, 3 clusters of those all around my layout. I'm gonna add one to the top left corner. I added one into the right side of the photo, and also really close down to my my title. I also pulled in this really adorable Santa hat and added that really close to my photo as well. So here I have one more word phrase. It says merry moments, and you can see I'm gonna move that all around my layout right now until I find the spot that I want it to be, which would be to the top of my photo. Now you may also notice I did pull in a second piece of twine, and I tied it around all of those paper layers right below my photo, and I love how that looks. And now I'm going to add some splatters. I'm using some black India ink. I'm covering up my photo. I want to make sure I do not get any of that black ink on my photo, and I'm adding some really large ones as well as some really small splatters to the top left corner and the bottom right, and just extending a tiny bit on the sides. So here I decided to go ahead, ink the edge of my entire layout, that red cardstock. And next up is where I will go ahead and change out the alphas that I use for the word Santa. Now, I felt like the word Santa was getting a little bit lost on that plaid, black and white plaid background. So I changed it out using instead some black scripty font, and those are puffy stickers, and just to pull in some more black. And I think this made a huge difference, a huge impact on this layout. I decided to use this scalloped edge washi tape, and it have a little bit of glitter as well to it, and I think that pulled it all together. It just completed the entire layout. I love how this looks now. So here I'm going to add it all the way around my layout, and I'll give you guys a close-up look as well as some still shots coming up. So be sure to go on over, check out everyone else's projects today. I will have them linked down below, and I hope you guys enjoy my process for this layout that I shared with you all today. Now if you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up before you leave, and do consider subscribing today if you're not already subscribed. So I want to thank you all for watching, and until my next video, bye.